Jon Landau. The visionary producer behind global blockbusters like Titanic and Avatar passed away on Friday, July 5th, at the age of 63. He succumbed to a battle with cancer. Landau, a long-time collaborator with director James Cameron, played a pivotal role in creating some of the highest-grossing films ever made. Titanic, the first movie to cross the $1 billion mark at the box office, was one of his crowning achievements. He later eclipsed that record twice with Avatar in 2009 and its sequel, Avatar: The Way of Water, in 2022. Landau was deeply involved in the production of the upcoming Avatar sequels, envisioned as a 5-film franchise. His passion for the project was evident. He recalled being moved to tears during a screening for the cast of The Way of Water. Landau's career began at a young age. By 29, he was already an executive overseeing films like Die Hard 2, and The Last of the Mohicans. His meeting with Cameron on True Lies in 1994 marked the start of a successful partnership. Landau later became COO at Cameron's Lightstorm Entertainment and spearheaded the expansion of the Avatar universe into comics, video games, and other media. Landau is remembered as a dedicated and inspiring leader. Tributes poured in from colleagues across the industry, praising his passion, generosity, and immense contribution to filmmaking. He is survived by his wife Julie, their sons, and other family members. Edwin Overland. Broadcasting legend Edwin Overland, fondly known as Uncle Edwin, passed away at the age of 81. Edwin, whose career spanned over 40 years, was a beloved figure in Cambridgeshire, especially known for his commentary on Peterborough United and the Peterborough Panthers. Edwin's voice became synonymous with posh matches between 1993 and 2022 on BBC Radio Cambridgeshire. He also worked as an announcer for the Peterborough Panthers Speedway and even commentated for King's Lynn on BBC Radio Norfolk. He started his journey with Radio Cambridgeshire right from its beginning in 1982, first as a reporter and later as a commentator for Cambridge United before shifting to Posh. Before making his mark in sports broadcasting, Edwin spent 23 years as a deputy head teacher in Leverington, near Wisbech, after leaving York St. John College in 1964. The news of his passing was announced on Sunday evening, July 7th. Many former colleagues shared heartfelt tributes on social media. Journalist and former Panthers promoter Peter Oakes said, "There was only one Edwin Overland, a radio giant in 2 sports who would have become a national figure had he not been devoted to teaching. Above all, he was a wonderful person. He will now be able to watch, listen, and laugh again. And Ken Dodd will be tickled that he will be in the audience in that theater in the heavens. Rip Edwin." Former producer at Radio Cambridgeshire, Paul Stainton, remembered him as a friend and a lovely man. BBC Cam's pundit Adi Moles expressed his sorrow, calling Edwin a lovely man he spent many hours with during their punditry sessions. Commentator Chris Dowsett added, "Such awful news about Edwin Overland. A brilliant commentator, a lovely man, and always willing to give up his time to pass on his expertise. A true posh great." Edwin Overland leaves behind a legacy of warmth, passion, and dedication to sports broadcasting that will be remembered by all who had the pleasure of knowing him. Mike Heslin. A talented young actor known for his roles in the TV series Lioness and the Lifetime Christmas movie The Holiday Proposal Plan, tragically passed away last week at the age of 30. His husband, recording artist Scotty Dynamo, shared the heartbreaking news on Instagram, revealing that Heslin died on July 2nd following an unexplained illness that led to an unexpected cardiac event after a week-long hospitalization. The couple, who had just married in November, were in the early stages of starting a family when Heslin's sudden death occurred. Dynamo expressed his grief, stating, "Michael was young, in perfect health, and the doctors have no explanation for what happened." Despite the tragic circumstances, Heslin's legacy lives on through his selfless act of organ donation, giving the gift of life to 4 different families. Dynamo fondly remembered Heslin as brilliant, selfless, talented, and a real-life guardian angel, noting how Heslin had supported him through multiple rounds of cancer. Dynamo was diagnosed with testicular cancer in 2020, and Heslin was a constant source of strength and support during his treatment. Dynamo also highlighted Heslin's role as a beloved friend, always there to share in the joy of good news or offer a comforting shoulder and wise advice. Heslin's last social media post on June 19th showed him looking healthy and happy alongside Dynamo. The loss of such a vibrant and caring individual has left a profound impact on those who knew and loved him. Jessie Jane. Adult film star Jessie Jane's cause of death has been revealed after the actress was found dead at 43 years old. Jessie, whose real name was Cindy Howell, died in January alongside her boyfriend, Brett Hasenmuller, at a home in Oklahoma. The Oklahoma City Medical Examiner's Office confirmed that she died of an accidental fentanyl and cocaine overdose, which police had suspected. The tragedy unfolded when police responded to a welfare check requested by Brett's employer, who hadn't heard from him in a few days. Upon arriving at the property, the authorities discovered the bodies of Jessie and Brett. It remains unclear how long they had been in the house before they were found. Jessie Jane rose to fame in the adult film industry after signing with Digital Playground. She quickly became a prominent figure, starring in various films including the high-budget Pirates, I Stagnetti's Revenge. Her success in the industry led to appearances on Playboy TV, where she hosted shows like Night Calls and Naughty Amateur Home Videos, and she even hosted major award shows such as the AVN Awards and XBIZ Awards. In addition to her on-screen work, Jessie launched her own line of adult toys. After announcing her retirement from the adult industry in 2017, Jessie made a brief return in 2019. She also appeared in mainstream projects, including the blockbuster movie Starsky Hutch and the TV series Entourage. Additionally, she was featured in the CNBC documentary Porn Business of Pleasure in 2009, which offered a glimpse into her life off camera. Born on July 16, 1980, in Fort Worth, Texas, Jessie graduated with honors from Moore High School in 1998. Before entering the adult film industry, she modeled for retailers like 579 and David's Bridal and appeared in a Hooters commercial. Jessie is survived by her son, who now faces the loss of his mother at such a young age. Her untimely death serves as a stark reminder of the dangers of drug use and the impact it can have on loved ones. Kyrie Jackson. The football world was struck by tragedy on Saturday morning with reports confirming the deaths of 3 former college players and high school teammates in an auto accident. Among the deceased was Kyrie Jackson, a former Oregon cornerback and recent 4th-round NFL draft pick by the Minnesota Vikings. Jackson was just 24 years old. Also killed in the crash were Isaiah Hazel, 23, a former player for Maryland and UNC Charlotte, and Anthony A.J. Litton, 24, who played for Penn State. The 3 athletes were alums of Dr. Henry A. Wise Jr. High School in Prince George's County, Maryland, where they had led their team to multiple state championships. The high school expressed its condolences on social media. Kyrie Jackson's journey to the NFL was marked by resilience. After initially attending Arizona Western College, he returned to Maryland and quit football for 2 years, working at a grocery store. He later played at Fort Scott Community College in Kansas, then spent 2 seasons at Alabama before transferring to Oregon for the 2023 season. At Oregon, he recorded 34 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 2 sacks in 12 games. Oregon coach Dan Lanning expressed his sorrow on social media, saying, "I will miss your smile. Great player, better person." Jackson's performance during minicamp in Otao's with the Vikings impressed coaches, particularly his press coverage skills. Vikings general manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah praised Jackson's resilience, and coach Kevin O'Hanell shared his grief in a team statement, saying, "Kyrie brought a contagious energy to our facility and our team. His confidence and engaging personality immediately drew his teammates to him. In our short time together, it was evident Kyrie was going to develop into a tremendous professional football player. But what was more impressive was his desire to become the best person he could be for his family and those around him." The loss of these young athletes has left a profound impact on their communities, and they will be remembered for their contributions both on and off the field. Cho Min. South Korean opera singer Cho Min-woong passed away unexpectedly at his home on June 29, 2024. He was 37 years old. According to reports from Okpop, Cho was found deceased by his mother, with the cause of death suspected to be a heart attack. He passed away from a heart attack while alone at home, and his mother found him later. A statement from Cho's official fan cafe was quoted by MK on Sunday. Cho rose to national attention after competing on the popular South Korean singing competition show Phantom Singer 2 on JTBC in 2017. He finished the competition in 21st place. Just last month, he performed at KBS2's open concert. Fellow vocalist Kwon Seo-kyung expressed his grief on social media, stating, "I'm shocked that I can't get my head around it. Do your favorite music in the sky as much as you want." Cho's passing is a loss to the South Korean arts community. Tributes continue to pour in from fans and fellow musicians. Yossi Zafrir. Yossi Zafrir, the founder of Top Eden Fruits and a leading figure in Israel's agricultural development, passed away last month at the age of 93. Zafrir's career spanned decades, beginning with studies at UCLA followed by work in Israel's Ministry of Agriculture. He also served as Agrexco's representative in Benelux for a period. Zafrir's agricultural expertise and passion shone through his farm situated near Kfar Bilu, south of Tel Aviv. The name Bilu would later be incorporated into the pitaya varieties he championed. After his formal retirement in 1990, Zafrir dedicated himself to pitaya cultivation. He played a pivotal role in developing new varieties through hybridization. The Bilu varieties, summer fruits harvested between July and December, reflected his focus on early flowering, extended harvest seasons, improved shelf life, and enhanced nutritional qualities. Zafrir was a strong advocate for the name pitaya, preferring it to the more dramatic dragon fruit. He believed the red-purple fleshed Bilu varieties offered a superior taste compared to the white-fleshed varieties originating in Vietnam. Top Eden Fruits, under Zafrir's guidance, expanded its pitaya cultivation but faced limitations due to labor shortages. Despite this challenge, Zafrir successfully developed export markets in the UK, continental Europe, and even North America in 2016-17. The recent pandemic, however, impacted exports significantly, leading to a focus on the domestic market where fruits continue to command good prices. Zafrir's dedication extended well into his 90s, with him actively involved in his plantation and eager to share his achievements with visitors and media. His passing leaves a void not only within his family but also in Israel's agricultural community. Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo was involved in a fight at an Independence Day parade in Los Angeles after a spectator hit his vintage convertible with a water balloon. Trejo, 80, exited his car when someone yelled that the balloon contained acid. He confronted the parade goer, leading to a physical altercation. Trejo believes the incident was racially motivated as he was targeted because he is Mexican-American. Despite the fight, Trejo was unharmed and shared his disappointment over the situation. He later posted a video of himself dancing, demonstrating his resilience and positive spirit. Danny Trejo was born on May 16, 1944, in Echo Park, Los Angeles, California. Growing up in a turbulent neighborhood, Trejo faced numerous challenges, including drug addiction and criminal activities. His early life was marked by multiple incarcerations in California's most notorious prisons, including San Quentin, Folsom, and Soledad. It was during his time in prison that Trejo turned his life around, finding solace in boxing and eventually becoming a champion in the lightweight and welterweight divisions. Upon his release, Trejo dedicated himself to rehabilitation and helping others overcome addiction. His journey to sobriety led him to a meeting with a young man who introduced him to the world of acting. Initially hired as an extra on the set of the 1985 film Runaway Train, Trejo's presence and authenticity caught the attention of the filmmakers, leading to his first major role. This marked the beginning of a prolific career in Hollywood. Trejo quickly became known for his rugged looks and distinctive voice, often portraying tough and villainous characters. Some of his most notable roles include films like Heat, Con Air, and Desperado. However, it was his portrayal of the character Machete in Robert Rodriguez's Spy Kids series and later in the standalone Machete films that solidified his status as a cult icon. Trejo's filmography spans over 300 film and TV roles, showcasing his versatility as an actor. Beyond acting, Trejo has ventured into the culinary world with his successful restaurant chain, Trejo's Tacos, which has several locations in Los Angeles. He has also authored a memoir, Trejo: My Life of Crime, Redemption, and Hollywood, detailing his remarkable life journey. Trejo remains committed to giving back to the community, frequently speaking at schools and prisons about the dangers of addiction and the power of redemption.